بس تروح تقول لواحد ابوه فلسطيني وانا
بيطخ
جيب لي السحر ريناكت ممثل ودي هوليوود يا حبيبي لا هوليوود تعال I want to set an example for my daughters to show them that you can be anything you want, a doctor, lawyer, still be an entrepreneur. You want to be a spokesperson, whatever it is you want to do it.
Because the only way you can be a good father is be in their life.
نقدر نساعد واحد بس واحد. أنا بتريح بنامي.
اسمي محمد خالد جيباوي، نفس الاشي، نفس القصة، نفس الشكل، اسمع شعر، نفس الاشي.
سئل مرة واحد حكيم يعني قيل له مين الأفضل عادة أخي أم صديقي؟ قال أخي إذا كان صديقي.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته من داخل الاستوديو تبع داك توك بودكاست. بنقول لكم اليوم ياهلا، جايين اليوم على هذا الاستوديو عم نقابل دكتورين، أخين، رفيقين مع بعض، عاملين برنامج جميل جدا بيحكي هيك، بيعطوا معلومات طبية تراتيبية قصص وسير. اليوم جايين يستضيفوني لنشوف شو التراتيب، لنشوف مين حيستضيف، هن حيستضيفوني ولا لا تستضيفهم. هلا حنبلش الحلقة ونبلش التراتيب. يلا let's go. يلا.
First of all, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
For our American followers, yes.
For all our American followers. Haitham, one of our good friends who is a popular TikToker, YouTuber, typically specializes in marketing businesses, also good causes.
I love that. I love that he goes into a business that's a small business and he does everything he can for people to know the benefits of that business. Yeah. I love that. I really love it because في مرات واحد بيبقى مثلا عنده مطعم right والأكل طيب بس ما حدا عارف عنه.
Exactly.
You go in 100,000 followers, go to see it, all of a sudden,
boom.
I love that.
And this is what I like about it, is every single business here, is like not even in the States, like worldwide. Every single business, even if you are a doctor, engineer, pharmacist, whatever you want, you need advertisement.
I agree.
So what we do is we do it like in funny way, in emotional way, and just like, and also like everybody has a story.
Yes,
they
so,
do. I love that you said that.
And every person you interview is always happy.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yes.
Exactly.
You
because
make them relaxed.
Here you go. You have to get the best out of him. Like, hey, tell me your story. Tell me this kind of story. What do you do for a living? What do you do? Like, how do you start it out? Your business.
What was the vision? What was the dream? Right.
So this is this
That's
kind of thing.
One thing that I love also is that you do this with the intention to help them grow.
Yeah, I love that.
أول ما بلشت أنت سويتها من قلبك. مش عشان المصاري.
No.
And I feel like any business when it بلش سوي إشي من قلبك, it always succeeds.
Exactly.
خصوصا when I don't know if we can talk about it. What you were telling me about connection, the community, finding the right Arab دكاترة, connecting them, because there's always older ladies, older gentlemen that don't know English and they need to connect to their kind, their culture, so that they can treat them in a better way. I love that idea.
Yeah, and this is where like when I started, they told me something, like a lot of people would send me like messages, like we didn't know about that place. We didn't know about like there is a restaurant here. Like we've been looking.
Yep.
So it's just like the social media these days.
Either
you use it for good or use it for bad, or like just like waste your time.
How beautiful is it to just say, I'm going to New Jersey. I don't have to stress nothing. The best knafa is here. The best falafel is here. The best, there's a jami' this far away. There's everything you need organized. You don't have to stress nothing. اتصل, go wherever you want. I love that.
Yes, with videos.
Yes, of course.
So,
like,
exactly,
they can visualize.
You can visualize it. You can see it. You can see it from inside and outside. And you can also like know the story about that place. So you get kind of like connected.
And I love restaurants and businesses who normally have a story of hardship, of migrating from the Middle East, came to a country, land of opportunity, grew as a community, grew as a restaurant. And that's why I love what you do, because you expose that to a lot of people. You tell the story.
Yeah. We tell the story also. Look, we have a purpose. We have a message that we want to deliver it.
Yes.
Maybe your story will influence somebody.
Yes.
Will give him like
Change
a
life,
hope.
for sure.
This is what we want. Like, even though like if you are desperate, you don't know what to do, or your business is not making money or whatever, and you see somebody like has been struggling for 4 years, but right now he is a successful person.
Yes.
So that would give you a hope. And we got a lot of messages.
I agree.
That,
I
hey,
agree.
thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you.
I agree.
So this is what motivates us all the time, just to
Yes.
do like better. This is why now we're working on a new website that will connect everything together. So you travel to any kind of, like anywhere in the United States of America, you put the name, the city, what category you want, restaurants. You call it doctors, lawyers, handymans, anything.
Anything.
Just like if you want to find somebody, here you go.
There you go. Easy.
Easy peasy.
I'm really happy that one of my good friends and our good friend, Dr. Faisal Al-Jabali, he told me, when we finished our recording with him, he said, listen, you need to meet this guy. I'm like, okay, sure. His name's Haytham. You got to meet him. And since we met, I don't know, there's something about you that just is so, I don't know, so magnetic, so energetic. I love, and your vibe in general.
He's a vibe.
Your
It's
vibe
different.
in general
Thank you.
is awesome. And,
It's
and
everything's intentions.
and that's what it is.
Everything in life is intention.
And you feel it, MJ. You
Yeah.
feel it with people. There's some people, their intentions are really not that good, unfortunately. But his intentions are really good. And that's why I feel like, because our intentions with this podcast was initially to help our community in general, right? And I've also wanted to reach out to our brothers and our sisters in the Middle Eastern community as well, to tell them that there are 2 doctors available, that if you prefer to have somebody that speaks your language, somebody that you feel more comfortable with, come and see us. We're more than happy to help as much
and
as
it's
we
a beautiful feeling. I random story, I told you about it. I had another older lady, Khitiyara, Abrat, and my staff never seen like older Palestinian, like cultured,
Yeah.
Labsa like from head to toe, right?
mashallah.
And on the way out, Allah يرضى عليك, Allah يرضى عليك يا دكتور, Allah يرضى عليك.
Thank you.
And she tried to reach and give me money. She was like this. I'm like, لا يا كامل
خاطر خليهم واصلين.
And I love that because they've never seen the culture and the love, because you hear so much negative about the Middle Eastern culture and our religion, right?
Yeah.
They don't see the beauty of it, right?
Yeah.
So seeing this older lady or older gentleman come in and the amount of love they give you, the passion that they're so proud of you. Like she literally told me, I'm proud of you 50 times.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love
And it's so beautiful, the connection we have. She automatically went from sick to happy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Her son literally told me, she's like, والله فتحت بس عبرت عندك فتحت. I didn't do anything بس فتحت عشان عارف إنه واحد فلسطيني is a doctor and treating her. You understand what I'm saying?
طيب شو كيف انت هلا هذا الموقف اللي صار معك قديش بسطك؟
Oh my
قديش
God.
لهلا
والله
انت
العظيم أحلى
بتتذكره؟
يوم في حياتي.
يعني عليك فانه الواحد هيك يساعد حدا، يدل حدا، يدل حدا هيك لاجئ.
And she was stuck too. فيش عندها specialist, right?
Yeah.
I was a dentist. I was a stomach doctor, GI. I was a heart. Connected her
Boom,
with
boom,
all the
boom,
Arab.
boom, boom.
So one visit connected her whole life to all the doctors she need, which
that's
is
what it is.
what you're trying to do.
Yes,
It's the best part.
It's a chain. It's a chain.
It's a chain.
That,
exactly.
a circle that you're trying to create amongst us in the Middle Eastern community. And even a lot of people, I love what you said earlier, how, a lot of people don't understand our culture and our values. And I feel like as Palestinians, and you're Syrian, correct?
Yes.
I feel like as Palestinians, we need to still have some more culture back, and this is something that we lack, unfortunately, these days.
We are strong here in the States in general.
Yes.
Like we as a community, as Middle East, as like Arab, we are strong. Alhamdulillah, we have doctors, engineers, pharmacists,
lawyers,
you call it,
yep.
businessmen, owners, like we are, but we don't know that.
Yeah.
That's number one. And number two, we are not connected. And number three, we have lack of social media.
Yeah, and that's the
So
one.
this
We
is
lack
why
on that in general.
Yes.
And it's
I
good
agree.
to show them the beautiful side of us, because people really tend to always hear the negative, right? So you hear negative. حتى إحنا within our own culture مرات تضايق from your own people because you don't know them.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna treat you different or عاوزين إشي منك. I feel like the one thing that's really hard for you
Yes.
is when تعرفت عليك I'm thinking, I was like, is there something that he needs beneficial, right?
Yeah.
And then I sat with him, I'm like, this guy is pure. He literally
genuine.
just wants to expose us
Yep.
to let people know that there are good people. And what he's doing is he's picking all the good people and exposing them on
Yes.
social media.
Yes.
And I love that. I love that.
Alhamdulillah.
Because we're not all good. There's
Yes,
bad in
and
every
that's
culture.
exactly.
There's
We
bad
are
in
not
every
all good,
culture.
even though like if you are bad in one thing, but you have a good side of you.
Let's
So let
show
me
that.
just shine that. Let's just show
And even that, like واحد أمريكاني بتفرج, right, on your show. Never had falafel, never had shawarma, never had knafa. And he goes on your show right now, today. Somebody will Americanize, never seen any Middle Eastern culture, goes on your page and says, man, what is that? Knafa, I want to try that.
I want to try it.
Where do I start?
Exactly.
Where do I go?
I don't know where to
So
go.
here you go.
Boom, here you go. So
Yeah.
it's not just for our culture. It's for everyone
For everybody.
to be exposed to our food,
to our people, to our religion, to our schools, to our lawyers, to our doctors, to everything.
Exactly, because we are human at the end. At the end, like if we live here in the States, we have to show that. We have to live with it.
Yeah.
Let's flip it now.
Let's do it.
Okay, هلا صار دوري. Now it's my turn
تفضل.
to ask you.
Oh, but
Okay, tell me a little bit. Like now you are in my show. You are in my ياهلا.
هلا.
اللي هلا شوي عرفني عن حالك وعرفني عن حالك. نبلش مع مين نبلش؟
انت اخوي كبير برو.
حكيت اخوي.
بستعمل الكبير وين بدي بس.
انا اسمي عبدالكريم خالد الجيباوي.
حلو.
فلسطيني الحمد لله.
والنعم.
ترمسعيا.
ومن ترمسعيا، خصوصا من ترمسعيا. اصلي من شيكاغو، ولدت في شيكاغو والله. عشنا في شيكاغو طول حياتنا. خلصنا مدرسة الطب وسويت الريزيدنسي في بورتوريكو.
حلو.
بعد ما خلصت الريزيدنسي في بورتوريكو اجيت على فلوريدا عشان بيني وبينك بطلت اتحمل السكعة. شيكاغو
الله
ثلج.
يقطعك السكعة والباركينج
واللي بده يعيش فيها. وقلنا هين هالكيت انا اللي هنا من 2015 الحمد لله، اللي هنا ابو 8 سنين الحمد لله. متجوز، عندي 3 بنات
ما شاء الله
ما شاء الله عنهن، وبنتي كريمة هنا الحمد لله
ما شاء
بتساعدنا.
الله. الله يخليك يا
واخويا غيور. اخوي غيور، اخوي لحقني بعد سنة وكنت تعرف شو والله معك حق السكعة بطل.
ما أقدر أفرقك، ما أقدر أفرقك.
يلا دورك.
اسمي محمد خالد الجيباوي، نفس الاشي، نفس القصة، نفس الشكل، اسمع شعر. نفس الاشي، مش متغيرين، نفس أحد، same height, same everything.
ما شاء الله.
وبعدين عبد يعني هو صغير باكي يعني a little bit bigger.
اوكي.
فباكي يقدر يعرفوا هذا ضعيف وهذا you know
الناصر.
تيمون وبومبا، عمرك حضرت لاين كينج؟ نفس الاشي، اوكي؟ تيمون وبومبا هذول، بس بعد ما ضعف صار يخربشوا. حتى عندي بيشنت والله العظيم بعبروا على الاوفيس بخرفوني قصه، بيقول لي زلمه قلت لك 20 مره نفس الشيء، بقول له مش انا، بقول والله قلت لك اياه. بعدين بيجي بعبر عبد شت ما عرفتش انه اسمع.
هلا هيك معناتها على الشعر هيك صاروا يفرقوا بيناتكم.
هذا بس يعني لو احلق على الصبر مستحيل يعرف.
الصلع اريح شوي صراحه يعني.
بس عيلتنا بيقولوا نشبهش بعض، بس للامريكان نشبه بعض.
بس انا اللي عاجبني فيكم بسم الله ما شاء الله، بسم الله ما شاء الله، انه انتم الاثنين مثل ما قلت اطباء، درستوا يعني
الحمد لله،
درستوا الطب، اخوات ورفقات
كثير،
وعاملين هذا الشيء كمان
والله بس
فريندز. وهي الشغله احنا يعني هي بصراحه انا لما واقف عندها هيك اضرب لها تحيه احترام.
حبيبي
تسلم.
شلون انتم رفقات؟ مين السبب بوراها هي؟
اقول لك you know what the most اهم شيء في الدنيا انه يعرف مثلا هو اخوي كبير صح؟ دائما في احترام، فاهم علي؟
حلو.
we are best friends but there's a line. There's always مثلا we go somewhere in a car دائما اخوي كبير لازم قدام مثلا.
حلو.
اذا في إشي important دائما اخوي كبير، فاهم علي؟ واخوي كبير
عيني اعطيها عيني على الكبير.
اخوي الكبير اذا صار مشكله بعرف ان اخوي got my back دائما معي، فاهم علي؟
بهذه دية واحدة يا هيثم، وهذه لازم احنا تشيل القرايب الاهل العرب مع بعض، لازم بدية واحدة. يوم نبقى بدية واحدة ما حدا بيجي بيننا. وهذا انا واخوي هذا نفس الشيء، وبنحب العالم، واخواتي مثلا نفس الشيء، وعيلتنا احنا مع بعض دائما. بس بلش في الام والابو
طبعا. يا عيني عليك. انا هذا
بلش في الام والابو يعني اذا امك وابوك بيعمل كل الاولاد نفس الشيء، حلو، وبعلموهم وهم صغار هذا اخوك كبير، كلش احترامك قدام الناس، حلو، تغلطش عليك قدام الناس، حلو. في شغلات there's certain rules احنا في الكالتشر لنا is beautiful. في ناس sometimes they run away from our culture, but we have such beautiful values that sometimes we don't expose. عندنا beautiful culture. يعني واحد ختيار وقع قدام واحد عربي مستحيل ما يساعدش، مستحيل، فاهم علي؟ but we have beautiful values that sometimes we don't show the world. And I think it's very important, just as simple as مثلا عمي خالي الاحترام لعمامنا ولسيدي هذول it's different. يعني في ناس الامريكان بيشوفوا
احنا عندنا values نوعا ما، يعني عندنا شغلات هيك جميله بالكلتشر تبعنا.
الحمد لله. طب انت هيك عندك اخوه؟ انت؟
انا عندي اخوه بس ما مو هون بتركيا موجودين. عندي اخي الاصغر مني توفى،
الله
اختي اكبر مني.
وين في تركيا؟
جنب اسطنبول بمنطقه اسمها
انقره؟
لا يلوا
اوكي،
بمنطقه اسمها يلوا جنب اسطنبول.
اوكي.
فعندي اخت اكبر مني وعندي اخين اصغر مني، واحد منهم توفى والثاني
الله يرحمه.
يا رب اجمعين. بس ولكن هي الشغله اللي انا يعني بدي الف وارجع ادور عليها وارجع اكد عليها، وان شاء الله يعني ما شاء الله، لانه اليوم نحن عندنا اولاد، عندنا اخوات، عندنا كذا، فبتلاقيها هي الشغله جميله جدا. لما انا اشوفها بحدا لازم اركز عليها، انه يا جماعه الخير من احلى الشغلات. سئل مره واحد حكيم يعني قيل له مين الأفضل عادة، أخي أم صديقي؟ فقال أخي اذا كان صديقي.
الله الكلمه.
فبالتالي هي ما احلاها يعني. فانا احييكم على هاي الشغله. تعالوا نحكي على البودكاست.
تفضل.
شلون طلعت لكم هاي الفكره؟
والله هذه فكره بيني وبينك. طلعت القصه هذه اولها قبل سنه.
حلو.
سنتين الساعات. اول ما بلشنا
القصه طلعت قبل سنتين هي صراحه، بس بعد الكوفيد هي تاخرت شوي. بس شو اللي صار؟ المشكله انه بعد الكوفيد الناس صاروا يقعدوا بالبيوت. كيف بدهم يروحوا يشوفوا الدكتور؟
حلو.
بدهم يسالوا
خربشوا العالم. شو التلميديسين؟
شو التلميديسين؟ كيف بدي احكي مع دكتوري؟ كيف بدي اوصله؟ بدي استنى 3 اشهر، المكتب مسكر، شو بدنا نعمل؟ الحلقه محمد كنا شو رايك نقعد نسوي بودكاست اللي نقدر نعلم كل الدنيا شغلات ما بتلاقيها، مثلا ما بتقدر معك وقت تسال الدكتور تبعك مثلا.
حلو.
ولا مثلا والله معي وجع راس، شو اعمل؟
يعني معلومه تو جو.
Yes.
معلومه طبيه
مع فن
educational
وطالعه من دكاتره. فبالتالي يعني احسن ما اسمع لخالتي ولا بجروب الواتساب ولا واحد يطلع يقول لهم يا جماعه الخير اشربوا الزنجبيل لانه مفيد. انت هون دكتور عم بيحكي لك هاي الشغله. بالتالي
بعدين بيساعد كثير. اقول لك ليش. every day بتبحر على تلفونك بجوز عندك 50 مسج.
حلو.
نفس السؤال. مش قادر انام، معدتي بتوجع، عندي سكر وعندي صح. بدل ما ارد على كل واحد منهم بسوي البودكاست، بسوي الفيديو، بودي لهم مسج للجميع
وبيضل الكل
وتعلم
وبيضل على الانترنت طول حياتك.
فبالتالي اي حدا بيسال بيلاقي الجواب.
معك ارثرايتس، معك مايجرين هيدكس، معك ستومك بين، معك دايابيتيز، معك هاي بلود بريشر. نحن العرب انت عارف كلنا من كثر الكنافه الملوكله والمناسف
لا تكفيني
والمقلوبه. هذيك اليوم قعدنا مقلوبه يا زلمه سد قد الطاوله.
ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. طيب شلون كانت البدايه اللي هيك مثلا فكرتوا بهذا الشيء؟ شلون ما كان في هيك خوف؟ كان في
طبعا
تردد؟ كان في
خصوصا فيش معنا وقت.
صح.
اول ما قعدنا كنا جبنا نبلش نلقى وقت للبودكاست. وبعدين you have to prepare. it's not easy. يعني تروح انت كدكتور تحكي على بودكاست الجميع قاعد بيسمع في كل كلمه بتقولها يعني وبتقدرش تغلط.
ولازم ندير بالنا مثلا احنا من كل المرضى كل العالم بيتفرجوا still talk to your doctor. You know, everything we say is our recommendation, our personal recommendations from our experience.
Okay.
But you still, if you are confused, if you're concerned, you still have to talk to your doctor because your doctor is the one that knows you very well. You know what I'm saying? So this is a broad educational system. Broad, you know, fun, entertaining, but you get to learn at the same time.
I had a patient today that came into the office. She watches all our podcasts.
Cool.
And she's like, hey doc, I've been having trouble sleeping. And I was going to call you. Wallah al-azim. I was going to call you, but I went back and I typed in Doc Talk Insomnia.
Yeah.
Went back, watched the whole video, followed every step. No phones, turn off the lights, everything, melatonin, all the doses, and she's sleeping well now.
Cool.
You know,
and
so
you see what I'm saying? So you get to learn.
Yes.
You get to learn. Do you watch our podcast?
Yes, I do.
I love that.
I do. I love it actually. عجبتني كتير الفكرة. يعني الفكرة اللي انتم طالعين، الكونسبت نفسه اللي انتم طالعين فيه وعم تشتغلوا عليه، شغلة رائعة جدا. We need it. هلا موجودة نوعا ما ممكن غربية، بس ما عندنا الفيرجن العربي تبعنا هذا.
والله.
البرسوناليتي تبعكم حلوة. كلياتنا بنعرف انه دكتور ماله فاضي مثل ما قلت، ماله كذا، بس انتم ما شاء الله الروح المرحة هي اللي عندكم.
We love what we do.
Yes.
فيش شيء أحسن من الواحد الإحساس يوم تشوف واحد مريض يصير أحسن.
صح.
ولا المرض يروح. السرطان مثلا you know بعد الكيموثيرابي بعد الراديشن يروح السرطان. والله شايف كل العالم يعني بحكي عن اهالينا في سوريا، اهالينا في تركيا بعد ما صارت الزلزال مثلا. شيء هذا عجيب. بس اذا نقدر نساعد واحد بس واحد انا بتريح بنام منيح.
صح دائما مدري.
بس احنا يعني كثير بنحكيش في العربي. معظم البيشنتس اللي لنا في الانجليزي ومولودين في امريكا. فالشغلات هذول حلوه.
بكفي يعني انه انتم العرب يعني بكفي انه انت حتى لو عم تحكي انجليزي وانت طبعا الكاستمر بيس خلينا نقول تبعكم امريكان وكذا وهيك، بس ولكن بكفي انك انت عربي وفايت بهذا المجال وعم تعمل شيء حلو ومرتب. يا عيني عليك عم تعمل شيء حلو ومرتب، وان شاء الله نتمنى لكم التوفيق ان شاء الله. يعني شايف لكم هيك فيوتشر رائع طالما انتم هيك ماشيين على هذا النمط وكذا. شو الدريم تبعكم؟ هات لشوف واحد انت اعطيني اول شيء. حبلش لازم بلش بالكبير بس هيك
I'm going to start off by just saying one thing. Okay. What's beautiful is there's new kids, generations now. When they wake up, we talked about this. All they see is negative things on social media. If I can change a few kids and say, I want to be like him. He can be a doctor.
Wow.
He can be fun. He can do social media. He can do a podcast. I want to do this. If I could change that, just alone, just change the new young generation, not just the Arab, any young generation to want to do what I did. Because at the end of the day, nobody thought I was going to be a doctor. And now I'm a doctor. صح? So if me and Kareem can motivate these young generation to be something more than just be on social media and dancing, change that. There's different ways to enjoy social media. You don't have to just go in there and do a TikTok and dance. There's different things like you do.
Yes.
Beautiful things for the community. And if we don't change this and get involved and catch up, إحنا كعرب community too, it's going to be bad. So we have to change that for the young generation. So if we could change it for the young generation, that's the most beautiful.
Beautiful. Just to be a good role model for the young generation,
100%.
as you said. And if you can't change somebody. Dr. Abed.
My dream, honestly, like Muhammad said earlier, for me, it was I needed to set an example for my daughters. You know, I want to set an example for my daughters to show them that you can be anything you want, a doctor, lawyer, still be an entrepreneur. You want to be a spokesperson, whatever it is you want to do it. I love podcasting. It's always been a hobby of mine, a dream of mine.
You're good on conferences too. You're a good public speaker.
I'm a very good public speaker. I do a lot of public speaking. Even when I was a kid, I wanted to be an actor, to be honest with you. بس تروح تقول لواحد أبوه فلسطيني you want to be an actor. أنا actor ممثل وده هوليوود يا حبيبي. لا تعال دكتور ولا مهندس ولا محامي شو بدك تعرف شو بالعربي. بس I want to be an example that you can do anything you want in this world. As long as you put a lot of effort, consistency, and passion. Because without passion, it's not going to work.
Exactly. And I love that you said that because إحنا في العرب, a lot of the American culture think that we, abuse the women. Don't let them educate themselves. Don't go to college. It's the opposite. We want them to do that, but we want to guide them on the right path. And I love what you're doing for your kids because you're allowing them to be who they are, but you still instill culture in them.
Yes.
يعني the kids, they go to Islamic school on Sunday. بتعلموا في العربي. They're doing all of that. You're giving them a culture, but you're also not tightening everything. You're loosening in the right way. Because the only way you can be a good father is be in their life.
And that's exactly
the example. You got to lead by example.
Lead by example.
100%.
That's the beautiful thing.
Thank you حبيبي. Thank you.
والله طيب هاتوا لشوفوا نعطي الترتيب. أنا مبسوط جدا بصراحة مرة ثانية. يعني مبسوط بوجودي هون. مبسوط بالشيء اللي عم تساووا. مبسوط جدا إنه أنتوا بالفعل تكونوا good examples للناس التانيين. إنه نحاول نعمل شيء مرتب وليكن دكاتره. شفت لي الدكتور هذا الجميل مع احلى الجامعه عم بيعمل بودكاست وفاني. عاده هيك الدكتور بتلاقيه شوي انه كذا وبيكتب الراشات. ايوه
I love that.
خليك هيك your personality you show it to people وممكن انت تاثر في الناس الثانيين.
I want to leave one message before we finish. One message. This new generation with social media, they believe that it's overnight. You do a couple videos, you get famous, you make money. I want you to understand that being doctors, very hard. Doing the podcast, very hard. Nothing is overnight. It takes time. So be patient. Find something you love. Be passionate about it. And understand that it takes time to mold into the perfection that you want. Anything that happens overnight ends overnight.
Exactly. حتى هيك one of the stories that I like also, that normally we look at Jeff Bezos, we look at somebody, we see him like he's rich. Okay.
Elon Musk.
I'm not talking about these person, but in general, anybody. But look at his history.
Yeah, of course.
He struggled.
Yes. He started in the garage.
He struggled for 3, 4, 5 years here. Into practice. 5 years. And then he found his way.
Yeah, of course.
Because he did what he loves.
Exactly.
When you do what you love,
and he was patient.
You have to have a story.
Yes.
If you have a story for any business you ever do, if you have a storyline behind it, it's going to be successful.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Haythan.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much, MJ.
كنا معكم هون اليوم داخل الاستوديو تبع دوك توك بودكاست مع الدكتور محمد والدكتور عبدالكريم جيباوي. آخر شيء شو بنقول لهم؟ ياهلا. السلام عليكم.